my first question on this topic is this: does anybody see this as a crisis? Because I don't know, maybe some people may consider me an alarmist, but our lack of productivity in front of the goal, I consider it a crisis at this point. What say you, Big Phil?
You can't really compare Liverpool to United because Liverpool are a well-oiled team, man. Come on, Liverpool have been playing with that front three for God knows how long. At the end of the day, we keep on chopping and changing. 1 minute we're playing with Martial, Rashford, Greenwood. Next minute we're playing with just Rashford and Greenwood. Next minute we're just playing with CR and Sancho and Rashford. We have no identity at the top as yet. We're still trying to figure out if Cavani is a United player. That guy has more holidays than goals, right? So at the end of the day, you got to realize that it is quite alarming, right? We've been very unproductive. Um, not only in the last 3 games, but other than the Leeds game. You can't really tell me where United have beaten a team comfortably by 3 goals. You can't tell me where United have strung together 2 halves and it was saying, yo, you're saying that maybe you're looking forward to the next game. No. It is quite alarming. We've been very unproductive. And our top scorer, like I posted in the group a couple of days ago, 22 shots, 0 goals. If that isn't concerning, if that isn't concerning, then I don't know what is. Right? A lot of people are saying have patience. You can't really be telling me have patience for the last 3 to 5 years as a United supporter. Come on, behave. So it is quite alarming. Um, not sure how we're going to score against City. Probably a Bruno penalty. We'll see.
Man, say a Bruno penalty, boy, you're taking Ronaldo off a penalty duties.
Ronaldo's off of penalties, off of free kicks. The only time
Mention.
Ronaldo probably won't even. Ronaldo's not even in my starting 11 for this one. So
the only time Ronaldo is taking penalties is when we face Atletico Madrid in extra time. That's all.
I hear that. I hear that. So, Zach, um, uh, how do you think? And we touched a little bit on this when during the Buzz the Net program. Um, what do you think Ralph needs to do? Because it's being put out there in somebody in the English press that Ralph is fed up. Ralph is frustrated with Ronaldo. And I think one of the biggest challenges, I watched a video that Manchester United put out on YouTube and on the app, put out for training. And I looked at that entire video, not because it was very interesting, but because I was very interested to see who was in the video. And the one person I didn't see was Edison Cavani. I still not seeing Edison Cavani in training. That is not that's not a good sign. So, is one thing to say Ronaldo is a problem, that Ronaldo is an issue, and his lack of production is an issue. But who else do we have? What are your thoughts, Zach?
Cavani's actually the player I have on the back of my shirt right now. Um, well,
Missing in action, MIA.
hey, this is when the man was mashing it up last season, huh? So, but yeah, I mean, I think if Ranick, if he were fed up with Ronaldo, then he would make the decision to not play him. So I don't know if there's much truth in that. I mean, Ronaldo is having some trouble. He's misfiring, but you can see that his legs. He doesn't really have the legs anymore. You could kind of see that, and I mean, he got a lot of chances recently. I just think that we need some more crosses into the box for him because he always gets on at the end of crosses. So I just think that would definitely be a good help. And about Cavani, I mean, I think Cavani has to go. Yeah, I mean, he's going at the end of the season, no doubt about that. But my opinion is let Ronaldo come on as a sub. As I said in the Bossy night, let him come on as a sub against City. He might not be too pleased about that, but give Rashford a chance up top. Rashford might do something different in the forward line. Rather than on the wings. We've seen that he's not been up to speed, like Sancho and Ilanga, for example. to give him a chance in the middle. He was doing well in, I think it was 1920 season. He scored a lot of goals with Martial, and he's playing up front. So I mean, try something different. Bring on Ronaldo as a sub, and that might even push Ronaldo more to prove that he is the GOAT. So give him a kind of energy boost per se. I think you'd have a hard time if he starts and plays the whole game against City, honestly.
Rude Penguin is saying that in the context of trying to reach fourth, it's definitely a crisis. Ronaldo shouldn't start, but could come on as a sub. So, guys, I want to talk a little bit about the game on Sunday, right? Let's do a little bit of a preview.
Yeah.
Who are your front three? I want everybody to tell me their front three. I'm going to start off with mine. I think Ronaldo shouldn't start the game simply because energy. Yes, it's 7 days between our last game. It is going to be 7 days between our last game and Sunday when we play. And that is more than enough time for Ronaldo to recoup. But we need pace. Our only way to try to beat City is how we used to beat City under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, which is to catch them out with balls over the top, because City likes to keep a high line. So we need to defend properly, and when we get the ball, we need the likes of Bruno Fernandes and Paul Pogba to be dinging that ball over the top. I know Elanga could catch those balls. I know Rashford could catch those balls. I know Sancho could catch those balls.
Yes.
I don't know that Cristiano Ronaldo could catch any of them balls over the top. That's just me. You understand what I'm saying? So that's my front three. Elanga, Sancho, and Rashford. Yes, Rashford is out of form,
but it's a derby.
Form.
It's a derby. Form don't matter in a derby.
Get to those balls. And Rashford traditionally scores big goals against the likes of City and Liverpool. We all know that. So that's my three. Devin, talk to me.
If you don't see me here agreeing with you on this right now, that is exactly what I said to Ronaldo for this one. Like, you need to come out with pace in the beginning. You need to come and you need to run, get those defenders tired. And you need to win that ball if you need people are going to chase down, because City's going to try and dominate possession, pass the ball around, have you chasing shadows. We need, when we get those chances, when we get that ball from them, we need to. As much as I hate to call it like kick and run, that's exactly what's going to have to happen. We're going to need to set up for counterattack. So you have your front three is exactly what I said. Ronaldo could come off the bench at some point if need be when the legs are getting tired, but to me, he does not have the same speed as the other ones anymore. And I can't believe I'm saying that about him right now, but it just is. It's the reality of the situation right now.
Or even if you start Ronaldo and then bring Rashford on if Ronaldo isn't up to speed in the game, because then if you bring Rashford on in the 60th minute, all the other players are tired and Rashford has energy for days. So
yes, but the other problem with that now is also at least Rashford can still have the legs to track back when City has possession and is trying to come up as well. Well, you see Ronaldo tracking back like that at that point too.
But does Rashford track back?
Well, it will have to be instilled in him for this one. It's a derby, and he's a Manchester United. He should know. So he should know right off that what this means, and so he's got to come up.
Here's the mistake. Here's the mistake. If we look to challenge City toe for toe, we're gonna get our asses handed to us, right? Don't try and chase down City. Let City come to us, right? I'm gonna slightly go with my front three / front four a bit different, right? No Ronaldo up top. No Rashford up top. I'm playing Jadon Sancho on the left. Or, well, actually, no. I'll play Elanga on the left. I'm playing Sancho on the right. Playing Bruno Fernandes up top. I'm playing Paul Pogba in the 10. And I'm playing Scott and Fred in the midfield.
I was telling Chad about that on the Busty Net. Remember? Bruno is like a false 9. Yeah.
I'm saying that because Rashford is out of form. Ronaldo, I don't know where his next goal is going to come from. Might as well try something different. And by try something different, I mean surprise City. Because right now, City are expecting Ronaldo to start because it's the Manchester Derby. Try something different. I'll repeat it again. Alang on the left, Bruno Fernandes up top as a false nine, Sancho on the right, Paul Pogba as the cam or the number 10, Scott and Fred or Matic, whoever, as the pivot.
So
So
none of you would even consider playing the wing backs in this match.
of course,
Of course, yeah. We got to play Tellez and Dallo.
Mhm.
you see, when we talk about pace, I should have clarified my position, and I believe is the same thing that Devin is thinking as well. It's not just about pace in going forward, to the balls over the top or to the counter attack. It is also really helping the defense because it's not about tracking back all the way back, but you need to help the defense. And a lot of times, Cristiano Ronaldo just do have those legs. You know what I mean? Now, let me just read Root Penguin's comment here. We're going to play physical against City too. If they're going to score against us, then it should cost them. And
We
of
don't
course,
have to
as
play.
we need the
We don't
likes,
have to play. We don't have to play physical. Once you keep the ball moving, that's it. Keep the ball moving. That's all you got to do. Don't spend 20 seconds looking to make a decision, unless it's like our back four. But other than that, keep the ball moving. Right? Find space. Keep the ball moving. Take your chances.
and I also want to respond to Darren Garner, saying we pooping on CR7. We are not. There is nobody here that doesn't want to see Cristiano Ronaldo be successful. And there is nobody here that doesn't think that he still has something to contribute to Manchester United this season. But in the context of this game, now let me ask you guys, all of us think that we shouldn't start Ronaldo in this game. There's the Manchester Derby. Big players for big games. Does anybody genuinely, I'm not talking about what you want now, does anybody genuinely believe that Ralph would drop Ronaldo for this game?
Yes, yes, I do. Case in point, look at what happened. Well, I mean, even though I know it's a different manager at the time, look at what happened when we last played Chelsea. Ronaldo came off the bench, and we ended up actually playing fairly well that match.
Darn, I agree with
Aside
that
from a
comment.
stupid VAR decision, we actually played pretty well that match. And so I could see the same thing now. And it's also imagine that when you have tired legs and now you have Ronaldo already angry that he didn't start, and now he's gonna be angry, come out there, play angry, go out there and set up and score the winner. Set it up for him that way too. To me that makes perfect sense in my book if we have a chance at winning this match.
I think I think Ronaldo is going to start.
Yep.
I mean, we don't want it, but I think it's gonna happen, bro. I I just do.
Unpopular opinion. I don't know if people are gonna blast me for this here, but if we start with Ronaldo and Harry Maguire, that's us down to 9 men already.
I wish I had, a little stop sign with clapping. I a little interlude with hands clapping because that deserves a round of applause. I don't think that's an unpopular opinion at all. We start Harry Maguire and Cristiano Ronaldo, we would be playing with 9 men.
Yeah.
No doubt.
Can I ask you something?
Mhm.
If we still had Martial, would you play him?
Can't get any worse. So yeah, I will still play him.
Who
Can't
would
get
you
any worse.
who would you play him for? Rashford or Ronaldo?
No, Martial is good if his back against the goal, so I'll play him up top.
For me, it'll be totally dependent on Martial's form. If Martial was in the form that he had when he left, I really don't know. If he had scored a couple goals since then, because he would have definitely gotten chances. If his form improved even a little bit, I would definitely throw
But
Martial in the mix.
that's where you're wrong, President Chad, because I don't care what form Martial in, he's starting. None of our main strikers have been performing. Bruno has been wasteful in front of goal. Cristiano Ronaldo, 22 shots, 0 goals. So I don't care. Martial starting whether he's in form or not. There's a much worse Martial can do than CR or Bruno, who are supposed to be our main goal scorers, and Rashford. Come on, starting the guy.
So, guys, before we head into the Darren in the comments was saying where is CR7 service gonna come from? And I think the service had to come from the wing backs. As well as we expect Sancho to start. Sancho, the quality of crosses have to improve. This kind of put the ball up there and CR7 gonna go and get it. We need to accept the reality that he just not making that kind of height anymore. We had to cross the ball like if we crossing it for Cavani, put the ball on his head and give him a chance to put the ball in the net. Don't just put the ball up there and be like, yeah, just float it up there, like his basketball and his alley-oop. Just float the ball up there in the box, Ronaldo go and get it. No. That ain't happening. we need to improve the quality of our crosses if we really want to get something going with CR7 where service is concerned. Robert Wallace is in the comments and he is saying that he's very confused. I don't know what you all thought he is. What? Sorry. I don't know what you all thought. He's 37. This is not 2010 Ronaldo. Zidane was the only manager who understood how to really use him. I agree. Ronaldo, and what Zidane used to do was sit Ronaldo down and play him for big games. So on the weekend, for example, if Zidane was coaching the club, Ronaldo would be on the bench.
But in 2010, Ronaldo was playing in a different position.
That is true. Benzema was playing through the middle and Ronaldo was still playing off of the right and banging in all the goals. Guys, I want to talk about the centre-back situation. Who do you want to start? And who do you think is going to start?
So
Strictly centre-back. Go ahead. Then.
So I say Lindelof and Varane. However, somehow it's going to be Maguire and Varane.
Who do I want to start? Varane and Eric Bailly, but
Is Bailly fit?
yeah, he asked who I want to start. If Bailly's fit, I want Bailly to start. But at the end of the day, we all know that Captain Maguire is going to be next to Varane. So yeah.
I would want Jones and Maguire to start. Nah, I'm kidding.
You better be.
Yeah, Varane and Lindelof as well, and I do think it's gonna be Varane and Maguire. Fortunately, Bailly is a good option too. Bailly or Lindelof with Varane. Varane always has to start.
Rashad is saying the best CD pairing would be Bailly and Varane and or Lindelof. And Lindelof and Varane. And I agree with Rashad very much. I would like to see Varane and Lindelof start. I think Ralph may be a little more willing to drop Maguire than he might be to drop Cristiano Ronaldo for this game. I think so. Would it surprise me if Maguire starts? No. But I think there's actually a better opportunity for Maguire to be dropped than for us to not see Cristiano Ronaldo. That's where my mind is at. So
President Jeffries again. Oh Lord. Well, Rude Penguin is saying if we do a back three, Maguire will start. Back four, then please God no Maguire. I definitely agree with you, Rude Penguin, for sure. Brian is saying Ralph will go with experience and Scott will join the squad for training. Will start. Yeah, I don't mind Scott. Scott's best performances have actually been against Manchester City. So I don't mind Scott starting. Robert is saying Harry. Yeah. Harry Maguire will probably start. Hopefully he is on his best that day, but we have seen Harry Maguire this season. That's all I can say.
So what about
Um,
now if in the event now that we end up playing with a back five with the wing backs then?
a back five. Well,
Hmm.
So
a
like a
back.
5-5-3-2 or 5-2-3?
Or 5-4-1. It could, you never know. So
Yeah, I mean, I don't mind. I don't mind a back five, but my issue with a back five is that I want all five players to be on the same communication channel. I don't want when a ball is being played over the top, four people are playing one guy offside, and it takes an idiot like Luke Shaw to play him onside. I don't want that because I've seen that multiple times. I've seen it with Luke Shaw too many times. I've seen it with Harry Maguire as well too. Harry Maguire knows he's not fast enough. When a ball is beating Harry Maguire, the first thing he does, he turns to the linesman, hoping that it's offside. He waves. Hey, is it offside? Is it offside? No, that means I have to run for the football. Okay. Ugh. And
So
that's what it's about.
so what would be the lineup if we were a 5-4-1? What do you think? What would be your preferred lineup?
A 5-4-1.
so
Um,
we could start with it would have to be start from the wing backs and work our way in.
Yeah.
So you will be playing probably in that case. I probably have Shaw as the wing back on one side and probably Wan-Bissaka on the other side, and then
whoa,
you'll throw
whoa, whoa,
and
whoa.
you
I
could
don't
put
want to.
Dallo. You could put Dallo. No, just Wan-Bissaka just chase down people and tackle because I don't want him in the back line because we know his positioning will be off and he can be prone for drawing fouls there. But if you catch him up a little bit up top, at least if he draws the foul, it's not as dangerous of a free kick opportunity. So that's the reason why I was saying that instead. So then from there, now you start working away, and that's two of them right off the bat there. Um, yeah, and then you could put Tellez in there, and then probably also I would still want Varane and
Let's
Lindelof.
start over, start over, start over, start over. So you're playing both Shaw, Tellez, Wan-Bissaka, and Dallo?
No, 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 no. I said
Okay.
I said from the wing backs and starting to work my way in.
Oh,
So yeah,
okay.
so I was
Actually, you
saying
know what?
that the mid that then yeah from there. So I said Wan-Bissaka and Shaw. So then you would have Tellez, Varane, and Lindelof.
So tell us as a centre back.
He would have to play.
That's why he has me so confused.
So
No, I
he would
mean we if we remember, Shaw has played left centre back for Manchester United and played it very well.
so and those two could interchange as well too if need be. So
Oh,
you could swap those two positions as well, but those would be the five that I would like to see out
oh,
there.
nice.
Let's do it. Let's do it here. I Devin had me a bit confused.
Yeah,
So yeah,
Yeah.
so what Zachary is saying is what a five something.
a
5-4-1.
5-4-1. Yeah,
That's what Devin suggested that we could play. I don't think they have that option there.
That'll be a 3-5-2 then. No wait,
Yeah, well,
or a three
your
four
wing
three.
backs are going to be pushing up into the midfield, so that is probably what it's going to look like more than anything else. A 3-4-3.
A 3-4-3 or a 3-3-4. Anyway, we'll go with a 3-4-3. All right. Um,
I'll
If
be
we
back.
go three in the back, I am 100% sure it's going to be Maguire, um, Lindelof, and Varane.
Harry Maguire as the left of the centre back
no,
trio.
he would be the center back.
He'll be the central centre back then.
Unfortunately,
So who will be the who will be the left centre back of the trio? Varane.
no, it'll be Lindelof and Varane will be on the right side.
Can I swap these two? It's all good. And then Varane.
But I don't like this team already. Yes, forget that. Go for in the back. Go for in the back. I don't like this team at all.
Yeah, because my thing is that
Fred and Scott in the midfield is with a back four is enough. And I suspect we're going to see Wan-Bissaka again and probably Shaw because they're more defensive than the low Antilles. I think that is enough. Oh, I mean, five. I mean, there's three in the back. That's too much, man.
So this is more suited a 4-3-3.
Yeah. Well, it's
Well,
that triangle is going to become inverted because I think you're going to have Fred and Scott, and then you're probably going to have Bruno on top.
which is yes,
More likely than not, we're going to end up with
something
Pogba on the left,
again.
and
No, I can't do pop. Well, I don't know.
yeah,
Anyway,
well,
yeah, let's
anybody
go.
think anybody think Fred and Scott not going to start? If Fred and Scott start, Pogba and Bruno going and play where?
I don't know, man. I just no. I'm not being sour because I just have no confidence in this team to beat Manchester City, right? But you know what? I gotta lift my spirits up for the United Hour, and I'm going to rally on with you guys and say, you know what? We're going to get a result versus Manchester City, even though we have Harry Maguire in the back. So, you guys really want Wan-Bissaka? I
It's
mean,
not that I want Wan-Bissaka, it's just that I think, I mean, we have seen Wan-Bissaka pocket Foden before. Why not think that he could do it again?
we've also seen Luke Shaw pocket Mo Salah, but you think that's going to happen again?
Well, it also depends if Sterling plays, because if Sterling plays, then as well, that's I want Wan-Bissaka there regardless, because Wan-Bissaka does play well against Sterling.
Yeah.
Correct. Which is why we need Paul Pogba and Bruno Fernandes on the team because we're not going to get any creativity from our fullbacks. They're going to be too
So
busy defending.
where are you playing Pogba, in the center or on the left?
Fred and Scott at the start. We had to play Pogba on the left.
So Fred and Scott have to start. I don't really think Fred has to start, but it's all good.
I mean, don't get me wrong, Ralph may be ballsy enough to play Pogba and Scott, you know.
I mean, playing Pogba on the left has worked out well under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer in the previous season, but I haven't seen Pogba enough this season for him to play on the left as well too. Who's on the right? Elanga or
Yeah.
Sancho?
Ilanga.
So no Sancho?
Actually, no, Sancho, for real. Sancho.
You would go Sancho there. You put Bruno as center forward, Alanga up top.
Okay, I can actually work with that. Like
Or
I can
Bruno behind Rashford.
Bruno behind Elanga. That's
Alanga.
that's my take.
Ilanga is the
That's
forward.
what I'm saying. Yeah,
You
Alanga's
see, you see,
Alanga
you
is
see,
striker.
you see, you see, right now, if we can get Pogba, Bruno, and Elanga and Sancho on the same wavelength, we could cause City problems because all four of those don't have to stand in the same position. If we can get four of them, we just lock those four in a room, give them a football, and say, "Don't come out of this room until the Manchester Derby," and then go on the pitch and show them what you learn, right? So, is Elanga even available in this app? Yes, he is. Perfect. Well, that is the lineup. That
And hopefully we can swap out Maguire and Lindelof, but
boy,
hopefully.
this is the
So
lineup.
guys, let's put our our confidence to the real test here now. Predictions. What are your predictions? Let's start with the man on the bottom first. Zachary, what's your prediction?
Score wise, you mean?
Yeah.
Um. Okay, if I'm having like faith that we gonna get a result, I could see like a 2-1 to us. Um, Realistically, possibly like a 1 or 2 all draw, or it could just go horribly wrong and be like a 3-0 loss. So I have three predictions there. Sorry,
Oh my gosh. Either a draw or loss. Big Phil? From the bottom to the top.
Um, my heart is saying 2-1 to United, but realistically, I'm going to say probably 3 left to City.
I think we are going. This is a game I predicted to be a draw, and I don't think it's going to be a one-all draw. I expect us to come out 2-all. 2-all is my prediction.
You should
I
write
don't
all
know.
these
I mean,
down.
if
Stephen.
if if Manchester United did not have a blank in terms of fantasy, did not have a blank in game week 30, I actually was considering buying a United attacker like Sancho Elanga. Seriously, because I don't know, it's just something. No, there's just something in my gut. I'm being honest with you. There's just something in my gut. I just don't feel we're gonna lose this game. I think we're gonna score some goals on City. I don't see a City clean sheet. I know we've been struggling to score, but I really think we're gonna score some goals. So I'm going for a 2-all draw. What say you, Devin?
As much as I hate to say this right now, I see us losing this match 3-1. Just being realistic, and I hate to predict us losing a match right now, but
President Chad saw what Spurs.
however
He
however
I
saw, he
we
mean,
saw what Spurs did. He saw what Spurs did to City, and that gave President Chad some confidence. But at the end of the day, there's a chemistry between Son and Kane. There's no chemistry between.
Let me tell you something. It doesn't matter who managing Spurs. There is something about them when they play City. I will never forget that
Mhm.
Champions League semi-final. You
Yeah,
I think
understand?
I think they also have a better midfield. They actually have a defensive midfielder, and Hoiberg.
That is also true. But we also, let me tell you something. We all know that Manchester United could beat Manchester City. And we
Yes,
all know how Manchester United could beat Manchester City. To be solid, to be compact, and to hit them on the counter attack. We have done it, and it is the only way we have done it. When Mourinho was the coach, we did it once. And when Pogba, but Paul Pogba was possibly his best game ever. And again, what it was, balls over the top, counter attack. That is how so it's not that we don't know how to beat City. The question is, will we be able to do it in this game? And that is where this whole situation with Ronaldo comes into question. Um, let's go down to Kendall's yeah. Question. Show me a direct quote where Ralph said he's fed up of Ronaldo because I believe it's supposed to be this is the first time I'm hearing of this. It like most things in the English press, Keanu is it was not a direct quote. A newspaper just put it out there. I'm trying to remember the name of the newspaper that put it out there. So
Rumor.
we talk about it. But I know Ralph, even if Ralph is supremely fed up with Ronaldo, Ralph would never publicly come out and say that. And because Ralph he has never done that with any of our other players, he's definitely not going to do that with our marquee striker. But I think a lot of us as supporters a little wary of Ronaldo's form at this point. Even if we're not fed up, we're definitely wary. Um, Rashad, we have beaten them 3 times under Ole. That is correct. And we've always beaten them the same way. Compact in the middle, frustrate them with attack, hit them on the counter attack. And even Spurs and even Liverpool, when these teams beat City, it is the same way that counter attack, that Salah running down the road quickly, getting a ball over the top from Robertson or somebody like that. That is the way to beat City. That is just the only way to beat City. You don't try to go toe to toe with City and beat them. You have to beat City with pace over the top. That's where it is. You
I
know?
mean, I think we have a better chance this time around because we had just when we lost to them at home, we had just got destroyed by Liverpool, so our confidence was low, almost non-existent. And we didn't have Varane back then, so that's definitely two big things. And Ralph is starting to get some progression with his side as well. Getting some form. So yeah, I think we have a much better chance than we did last year.
Hey, if you appreciate what we're doing here at the United Hour, please like, please subscribe, and let's grow this community.